Human progress is neither automatic nor inevitable. Every step toward the goal of justice requires sacrifice, suffering, and struggle, the tireless exertions and passionate concern of dedicated individuals. People fail to get along because they fear each other. They fear each other because they don't know each other. They don't know each other because they have not communicated with each other. I refuse to accept the view that mankind is so tragically bound to the starless midnight of racism and war that the bright daybreak of peace and brotherhood can never become a reality. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word. We will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Law and order exist for the purpose of establishing justice, and when they fail in this purpose they become the dangerously structured dams that block the flow of social progress. We must learn to live together as brothers or perish together as fools. Our scientific power has outrun our spiritual power. We have guided missiles and misguided men. We must come to see that the end we seek is a society at peace with itself, a society that can live with its conscience. I have a dream that one day little black boys and girls will be holding hands with little white boys and girls. What is wrong in the world today is that the nations of the world are engaged in a bitter, colossal contest for supremacy. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. History will have to record that the greatest tragedy of this period of social transition was not the strident clamor of the bad people, but the appalling silence of the good people. A nation or civilization that continues to produce soft-minded men purchases its own spiritual death on the installment plan. The more there are riots, the more repressive action will take place, and the more we face the danger of a right-wing takeover and eventually a fascist society. The hope of a secure and livable world lies with disciplined nonconformists who are dedicated to justice, peace and brotherhood. It may be true that the law cannot make a man love me, but it can keep him from lynching me, and I think that's pretty important. Of all the forms of inequality, injustice in healthcare is the most shocking and inhumane. The principle of self-defense, even involving weapons and bloodshed, has never been condemned, even by Gandhi. Never forget that everything Hitler did in Germany was legal.